USL After Dark comes to you live from Lancaster, California. AV Alta ready to cross swords with Ford Madison FC as both clubs look to turn the corner and rectify what's left of the 2025 season. Josh Lill set to bring you all the action from the Antelope Valley here tonight. A look at the last 8 matches for both clubs. While possession's been great for AV Alta, they've been unable to find the back of the net, unable to pick up 3 points. The freedom and possession that they have on the ball has left them vulnerable at times. It's a side that concedes the most chances in the league, and they need to clean things up in front of their home fans tonight. For the visitors, while Ford Madison's scoring numbers, they've shown improvement, but the club needs more consistency netting goals. They've been shut out 8 times in league play. Matt Glazer pointing to the execution side of things, needing drastic improvement there tonight. Our player to watch this evening for AV Alta, it's Eduardo Blancas and his club. Well, they've been held off the board 4 times in their last 8 matches. The Napa native has the 4th most goals in the league this year, and the 4-time Team of the Week honoree is going to be key in igniting this stagnant offense. Look, the defense, they've been great as of late. They have that ability to stifle their opponent, but Blancas will be important in working with players across the pitch, like Sebastian Cruz, to stretch out this Madison defense and then work vertically and find the holes. 3 points are a must tonight for this AV club. Over to the visitors, all eyes will be on Luca Dorado tonight. He took a knock in the Texoma match, but he is back this evening, and he was stellar at home versus the Sherman, Texas natives. He's also one of 6 players on loan for Matt Glazer this year, and the Brazilian has brought great left foot work to the table. He's great into getting into the areas in the attacking third and can finish as well. He's a physical player, not afraid to win duels, so look for him to be an effective player in transition and along the touch lines. Well, can AV Alta break their winless skid and climb back up the table? Or will Madison play spoiler in Alta's return home, looking for win number 5? It is the final League One match of the night, and it won't disappoint. Starters at kickoff, up next.
Insurance companies are not your friend. In fact, their sole job is to make certain you get as little as possible at a time when you need it the most. At the Paris Law Firm, we have a long track record of forcing insurance companies to pay you every penny that you're owed. If you've been hurt in a crash, call us at the Paris Law Firm so we can help you in your time of need.
At Edwards Federal Credit Union, we're proud to be the only financial institution born and raised right here in the Antelope Valley. That means we know what our community needs because we are the community. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for your future, we've got you covered with the products and services tailored to your needs. From everyday banking to life's biggest milestones, we're here for you every step of the way. Edwards Federal Credit Union, everything you need right here at home.
When it comes to health and harmony, connections matter. At Southwest Healthcare, our growing network links Southern California communities with services that meet their needs. Our 5 acute care facilities, affiliated urgent care centers, outpatient surgery facilities, and primary and specialty physician offices are here for you. From the high desert of Palmdale to Temecula's foothills, let us help you achieve health in harmony. Visit southwesthealthcare.com to learn more.
Lancaster Municipal Stadium is the site for this match. The Tiara's out in full force this evening. Both sides looking to come away with a royal flush of a victory. AV back home for the first time since August 16th. Madison Well, a win gets them right back in the playoff mix, but this AV lineup will look to prevent that. Sponsored by Visit Palmdale. Carlos Avila has 5 clean sheets on the year. He'll be between the sticks. Unchanged back line from the Chattanooga match, but Kalyan Pelivanov, a versatile defender. He's very good in 1v1 situations. Mabumu Alasan, a physical, card-attracting midfielder, will defend the central column, and Sebastian Cruz will play a big role in moving the ball vertically. Over to the visitors, and their starting lineup also brought to you by Visit Palmdale. Burton Shipman, a goalkeeper of the year nominee just a year ago in net. Mitch Osmond out for the year. It's a chance for Jason Ramos to step up, and he's also a former defensive player of the year finalist from a few years ago. Jacob Kroll will be key in bringing the ball forward, and Isaac Enking making his 7th appearance for Madison on the year. Madison in their pink kits will start going right to left. AV Alta in their Joshua Green kits will go left to right. We are underway from the Antelope Valley. USL After Dark has a great one in store for you tonight as it's Madison working quickly. Josh Lill with you this evening, set to bring you the full 90 minutes. Again, AV Alta going left to right. Joshua Green kits with Desert Sand letters and numbers. Carlos Avila's in net in his black kit. Sent down to the defensive half for Madison. And an early booking in minute number 1 from the pocket of Trevor Wiseman. Thought it was a reckless challenge at the edge of the area. And several Madison players there to debate with Wiseman, and a push from behind by Christopher Garcia with a hands-up reaction immediately, looking to plead his case, but he won't win it. That yellow card brought to you by the Paris Law Firm. And AV Alta are in business here inside minute number 2. A short wall to work with. Trevor Wiseman clearing things up. Inside the area, Kalyan Pelivanov there. It's lofted in on goal, and it's an early strike! Eduardo Blancas with an audacious moment in the match. In the club's return home, fireworks taking lift here early on, and it's from the free kick. Burn Shipman is frozen. And an unbelievable moment. Blancas has been so good from set pieces. And gives AV Alta the early lead. That goal brought to you by Snow Orthodontics. The 6-6-1 has been ignited. And AV Alta, well, they're playing with a bit of energy that we have not seen in a little bit. It can be tough on the road in so many matches. Consecutive matches, as a matter of fact. An early yellow card by Christopher Garcia, setting up the Blancas goal, his 8th on the year, number 9 across all competitions. What a moment for Eduardo Blancas. We talked about the importance of igniting this attack, and Brian Clavin, well, looking composed right now, but you have to imagine that heart rate is beating at a superb speed. Brian Clavin named for a couple Coach of the Week awards this year. Last time out, it was quite interesting. On July 5th, his side had beaten Naples for 10 consecutive matches unbeaten, and since then, well, 8 winless. His side trying to rewrite the narrative surrounding their club. For forward Madison, who conceded 4 goals against South Georgia Tormenta. Not at all an ideal start, as that's poked free, and running on the break are Alta. Almesh inside, putting on the brakes, has Cruz to the near side. His right-footed shot, it ricochets off the stick and it's cleared away. And Burns Shipman again, caught with his feet buried in the sand. I don't know if he wasn't expecting it, but able to knock it away, nearly knocking it into the netting. Jacob Krull in great defensive positioning. That shot taken around him. It's Blancas on the corner kick, which is brought to you by Toyota of Lancaster. Alisson keeps it alive. Alta, well, we all know that they hold the ball, but right now playing with a little bit more flair. Really has all of us at the edge of our seats right now. Osvaldo Ley to Cruz. Cutting pass inside, nice touch there. And it trickles to John Murphy Jr. Lofting it up ahead for Luca Dorado. The 3 Alta defenders there to corral the bouncing ball. Almesh with pace. It's poked, and Macias. Nice ball up the touchline. Here's Garcia, has Gebhardt in the central column. He'll loft it in. Pelivanov, a nice heave. And eventually controlled on the back line. Matt Glazer's side wanting that numerical advantage, as it's crofted and lofted just over the crossbar. But it seemed like his side did a lot of the right things against South Georgia Tormentas. There is Coach Glazer. He's pretty happy with the first 30 minutes of play against the Ibises. But it was mistake-driven moments that led to his side falling 4-0 on the road. Those first couple of goals, just numerical advantages in favor of Tormenta. And then at the end, shifted the shape, a little bit of the tactics. And we're in a chasing position, trailing 2-0. Conceded a couple of scores late. But Coach Glazer and the rest of the staff had to switch things up in terms of the lineup, given the state of the travel, as well as the short turnaround of games. A complete opposite performance from the Texoma game, where they were up 2-0 at half. Madison just preaching consistency. It's been hard to find at times, and tonight it will be done in an even more difficult manner. Another corner kick brought to you by Toyota of Lancaster. Eduardo Blancas with that heart stopper. That goal officially recorded in the 2nd minute. Cruz out back, Ortiz. That ball without swing. It takes a deflection and kept in by Amish. His cross deflected. And a slow roller back to the young Steven Ramos, who's been such a bright spot for AV Alta this year. It's not too often you see a 19-year-old bring composure and quality on the ball from the back with a little bit of an attacking prowess. The injury report this evening brought to you by Palmdale Regional Hospital. Nothing to report for the hosts, and for the visitors, Eddie Manjoma and Mitch Osman unavailable for Matt Glazer tonight. Positive movement here and a clean dispossession. For AV Alta, if they can maintain leads, it'll be key in the turnaround here in the latter half of 2025. This is a solid defense with one of the better keepers to play the game in USL League One, and Carlos Aviles. We talked about his ability as a shot stopper, and the achievements in shutting out opponents, but he's also been clinical from the spot while defending shots from the spot. At one point, currently is tied for first for most shutouts by a first-year pro keeper in League One. Also has the 2nd most penalty kick saves in regular season play all time. Austin Pack passing him earlier this week. The same could be said for Ford Madison. Burton Shipman, also one of the more decorated keepers that this league has ever seen. Timmy Mallon, Jake Kroll, a big part of the team's run to the League One semifinals last year. Would eventually fall to Spokane Velocity FC. The USL on CBS Sports Network kicks off September with a League One battle. Playoff contenders Spokane Velocity FC take on newcomer Westchester SC Sunday, September 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network. One of the more fun battles tonight will be Mabumu Alasan and John Murphy Jr. Murphy Jr., a physical midfielder, but has skill on both sides of the ball. Mabumu Alasan, one of the better midfielders in League One in terms of just winning the ball back, not afraid to get a booking for it. So he has 10 total on the year, 9 yellows and 1 red. Win tonight would jolt AV Alta to 5th in the league table. For Madison, they would stay in 13th, but it's important to understand how close the table is, and we'll take a look at halftime. But just 5 points separate Madison in 13th from Union Omaha in 8th. We've all seen the moves those Bujos have made since Vincenzo Candela has taken over as interim head coach in Nebraska. Omaha once bottom of the league table. Madison were in that same spot, and it goes to show with the right coaching, which Madison do have in Matt Glazer, that turnaround is very much possible. Osvaldo Ley gives it away, and a chance for Madison in transition. Nice second touch there from Mabumu Alasan, doing so from on the ground. And wins it back for the hosts. Eduardo Blancas' second-minute opener is the first goal in matchup history between the two clubs. It was a scoreless draw back on August 2nd. As Gebhardt pressuring with Luca Dorado. It's one back in the attacking third and lofted in, looking for John Murphy Jr. and steered aside. A near wind-up attempt there from a Madison attacker. That opportunity silenced and settled down by Pelivanov. But in that previous matchup, AV Alta doing a lot of things right, winning possession, nearly double the amount of final third entries that Madison had. But the big news is Matt Glazer's side should have come away with a win. Denzel Smith was the designated keeper that evening for AV Alta. As this one settled down in the area, that shot blocked. A second chance and knocked away. Dangerous quarters for Ford Madison. Almesh, that shot blocked. It looked by Garcia and Jake Kroll. With that ball trickling into the sixth, able to knock it away. But back to that previous match, Denzel Smith had a goal kick opportunity. May or may not have touched the ball to officially set it in play. Madison player came to retrieve the ball and scored on Smith. But it would eventually be called back, and Matt Glazer knows that a big 2 additional points were left on the line that day. Matt Glazer recognizing the individual talent of this AV Alta side, but knows that the amount of time they hold the ball can leave them exposed as it's lofted in and gloved by Carlos Aviles. It'll take more and more of those chances by Madison to eventually put one past Aviles. It won't be easy. But sometimes it's just seeing the ball work into the six, test Aviles a little bit. It can give you the comfortability. As it's one back by Kroll. Gebhardt taken down. It'll be a free kick opportunity from the near identical spot that Eduardo Blancas scored on his free kick goal. Back on the other end, Gebhardt taken down by Pelivanov. The Bulgarian defender knew the assignment. Don't let Madison's all-time leading goal scorer sniff any fresh air. Isaac Anking, couple goal contributions with Madison thus far since coming on loan from Rhode Island FC. Transfer Wiseman sorting things out at the far side of the 18-yard box. At the sound of the whistle, Anking without swing, looking for Gebhardt. It's one at the outside edge of the area by AV Alta. Aggressively kept by Macias. Nice give and go with Gebhardt, and cleanly dispossessed from the backside by Alaribe. If AV Alta were able to hold these possession numbers the rest of the way in terms of the season, maybe even increase, it would be an historic high for any club in any season in USL League One. Currently averaging just north of 60% of the ball as there's a push. AV Alta will not get the foul call they desire. Shipman's deep send looking for Dorado. Defended well there by Miguel Pajaro, the captain for AV Alta. Looking to sniff out Alaribe and into the hands of Burn Shipman. Tune in September 10th for the Jägermeister Cup semifinals. From 38 clubs down to the Final Four, Rhode Island FC take on Sacramento Republic FC at 7 p.m. Eastern. And League One's Greenville Triumph SC battles Hartford Athletic at 7:30 p.m., all on ESPN+. Bouncing ball finds Gebhard. Could he have a go? Spinning to the other side of the 6. Aviles was off his line, but able to recover. Gebhard's cross in, backside header to Macias, and it's wide of the left stick. Aviles having to range to his left. That one might have taken a deflection, and pardon me there, it was Isaac Anking. This will go out for a corner kick. Damian Viader. Within swing. Nice header. And right in front of the 6-6-1. A little too much loft on that ball, but the right idea from Jacob Krull. Krull standing 6'1", the ideal target there in the box for forward Madison. Viader with it. Little back and forth play. Madison trying to shake things up with this AV Alta defense, and Miguel Pajaro having none of it. Sending that ball into the crowd. Miguel Pajaro, like Mabumu Alasan, not afraid of any sort of bookings. When talking with Brian Claben earlier on in the season, as Pajaro had to serve a card suspension, does not want him to change the way he plays. The same could be said for Mabumu Alasan. That aggressiveness gives a little bit of a chip to this AV Alta defense. Madison showing a little bit more poise on the ball. Viader cutting inside. Murphy Jr. switching the pitch. Madison adamant, building through the thirds, working between the lines, trying to get as many touches as possible. Garcia back to Murphy Jr. Jacob Krull hasn't really been given that space on the left side to work forward. Hanging into Gebhard. Nice second touch there from Pelivanov. Prevents a Gebhard shot, but will award the corner kick to the visitors. The 6-6-1 out in full force tonight. Since the club's first home match back in April. First league home match, I should say. They have been loud as ever. It's lofted in via air, deflected, and over the netting. Jason Ramos right there, seeking out his first goal as a member of Forward Madison. Nice ball along the byline, and Ramos jumping up above Kalyan Pelivanov. But the height of the Bulgarian defender, able to stifle that attempt at the last moment. Off of Pajado's head, Anking settles it down, wind-up chance. It's blocked. Murphy Jr. back. And it's Krull with it. Cut inside, headed up. Cruz settles it down, but he gives it away. Behind the back pass to Macias. Anking to Macias, floating it to that top right corner. And Madison showing a little more composure on the attack as the minutes tick by. That give and go in tight quarters. Nearly proving to be fatal for AV Alta. Macias in his third year with the club. 6 goals in the previous 2 years combined, has yet to net one in 2025 in any sort of competition. This is what Chattanooga did, looking to force a giveaway deep in their own defensive third. That's what happens when you hold the ball not just a long time, but maybe a little too much, and you can see the frustration from Matt Glazer. Knew his club had a chance and a takeaway in a short field to work with, as it's Murphy Jr. has that dribble stopped. He has to get back onto the ball quickly. Macias with it. Looking to play between the lines, but Viader not in the vicinity of that pass. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select the player's choice. Game ball inscripted on that Select ball, which is heaved by Aviles. And a slip, 2-on-0 break, Alaribe misses! He had reinforcements to the far side of the net, and a critical error by Jason Ramos has Madison somehow walking away unscathed. Oh, Alaribe had, it looks like Adam Almish. Burn Shipman all alone. Lucky to have not been punished there as we near the half-hour mark. An opportunity you need if you're AV Alta. Winless in your last 8. Those chances not only don't come often, but not easy. With Madison showing a little better form here over the past 15 minutes, that miss could prove to be costly. John Murphy Jr. Wanted to work into the far corner. Viader can't get to the ball. We talked about it last match. Damian Viader coming in late against Tormenta. Looking to be a little more of an attacking left fullback. You could say the sounds of the 6-6-1 have prevented Madison from testing Carlos Aviles tonight. 4 shots, none on target. King's ball up to Gebhard. Derek Gebhard at the penalty arc. Nice defense there from Kalyan Pelivanov. It's a give and go. Gebhard, point blank range, he's taken down. And pointing to the spot is Trevor Wiseman. Madison will have a chance to even the match. Derek Gebhard wearing the captain's armband for Madison tonight, with a beautiful feed from Isaac Anking. But Christian Ortiz with a reckless challenge in the area. Giving second life to Madison as that yellow card is brought to you by Paris Law Firm. We'll see who it is to stand over the spot. And it will be Derek Gebhard. Derek Gebhard, the club's all-time leading goal scorer, has netted 25 across all competitions for the Mingos. Gebhard 2 for 2 this year. He's gone to the lower left side from his point of view each time. Takes a deep breath and fires and converts. Mr. Madison with goal number 8 on the year. And it has the visitors level on the road against AV Alta. And it all starts with a beautiful feed from Isaac Anking. Gebhard drawing the foul right at the edge of the 6-yard box, and goes to the lower left side for the 3rd time this year and converts for the 3rd time. Makes it 4 goals from the penalty spot for Ford Madison in 2025 league play. That goal brought to you by Snore Orthodontics. Derek Gebhard, the longest tenured Madison player, has given his side life here just beyond the half-hour mark. Again, Josh Lill with you this evening, set to bring you USL After Dark for the full 90 minutes. It's been a fun 34. Eduardo Blancas getting things started in the 2nd minute of play. And Derek Gebhard converting a penalty. Matt Glazer's crew had one saved last week against Tormenta. Would not be fooled this time around. Osvaldo Ley. That ball headed in the complete opposite direction. It's eventually controlled by Sebastian Cruz. His heavy touch not proving to be costly. Alessandro Ortiz. Gebhardt taken down right at the edge of the center circle. And Miguel Pajado visibly frustrated by that foul call. And Gebhardt still slow to get up. His feet deflected back. Pajado running right into Gebhardt with an immediate palms up reaction. Gebhardt appears to be okay, might feel that one for the remainder of the first half. But the captain continuing to stay strong, crossed by Viader. Nice touch in the box, a push from behind. And it will stay with Madison. That could have been a near costly shove for AV Alta. Enking doesn't like the call on the far touchline, and it will go back the way of the hosts. But that is now the 7th penalty won by Madison this year. It's the most in League One. But Trevor Wiseman, funny enough, has just awarded his 5th penalty kick this year. That's the most of any referees in League One in 2025. Madison looking to break the deadlock before the conclusion of the first half. Late half heroics have really only come into play for the Mangos in the second half. 6 goals in the final 15 minutes of matches this year in USL League One. AV Alta calling for a handball. Won't get that one from Trevor Wiseman, but a heavy touch by AV Alta, giving Madison a numbers advantage. Here's Garcia along the byline and does keep it in. And one back by the defense, Blancas in tight quarters. Looking for Almish. And it will stay with AV Alta. Into the corner goes Amish. Garcia calling for a final touch off the attacker. Turns out it was off of him, and it's out for a Toyota of Lancaster corner kick. And Garcia having words for Amish, constantly in his ear. We have also had a few words for our head referee, Trevor Wiseman. This ball in, it's gone again! Miguel Pajado, the captain, has given AV Alta the lead. Goal number 1 on the year for Pajado. Set pieces are crucial. They've done it twice tonight. And Pajado skying over the defense. Eduardo Blancas will be credited with the assist. Excellent time jump by Pajado. And the placement superb. AV Alta have answered after the penalty kick conversion by Madison. Brian Klaben animated on the near touchline and will return to his chair. That goal brought to you by Snow Orthodontics. What a fun first half this has been. That is now the 8th goal scored in the final 15 minutes of the first half of play for AV Alta this year. Late half heroics coming into play yet again. And here they are on the fast break. What can Alta make of it? Cruz back to Ortiz. Nice move by Amish inside. He'll have a go. Bouncing ball right to the chest of Shipman. Here, takeaway, Gebhard. Can't quite beat Blancas. And it's reset here. Ramos inside. Banking through, Macias. At the edge of the 18-yard box, he goes down. Nice defending there from Kalyan Pelivanov. Talked about what he can do, defending players one-on-one. And has Macias scratching his head. Giveaway here. AV Alta continuing to pressure. Almish with Alaribe and Cruz. Works to Sebastian Cruz. Back to Almish. Calmly in the box. It's headed up by Ramos and can't clear it out of the box. This corner kick brought to you by Toyota of Lancaster. Eduardo Blancas set to take, and it's been a dream first half for Brian Klaben, minus the Madison goal. How about Adam Amish? 3 shot attempts this match. As Trevor Wiseman wants to clear things up before this corner kick is officially taken. Blancas will try again at the signal of the near side AR. Once again, this corner kick brought to you by Toyota of Lancaster with outswing. Off the head of an Alta man and back to Mabumu Alasan. Madison sitting a little deeper. Blancas' cross off the head of Kalyan Pelivanov and into the crowd. The hosts continuing to put on an onslaught of pressure here in the final moments of half number 1. They'll lead the high press here. Alaribe all over Shipman. Acrobatic touch by Alasan. And Almish just runs over Christopher Garcia on the far side touchline. Although Madison have done a little more work in their attacking final third than AV Alta has. Conversion rate pretty high tonight for the hosts. Shooting at a rate of 50% here this evening. As here's Enking, threatening and slipping, and Alasan with the takedown of Enking. Looking for an explanation from Trevor Wiseman. Slip there from Enking, and right call there, Alassane. Catching 100% of the foot of the Madison midfielder. Here is Enking. Awaiting the signal of Trevor Wiseman. Officially given the go-ahead. Enking, that shot deflected, what a strike! Isaac Enking with his first League One goal. And it is a dazzler. It looks like it went off the head of an AV Alta player. And we'll see what the official ruling is, but for now, Madison have turned this into an eye-opening match. It's credit to Isaac Enking. Both the goals tonight for Madison, as this one is brought to you again by Snor Orthodontics, have come via fouls. You have Derek Gebhardt taken down at the edge of the 6, drawing the penalty and converting. Isaac Enking taken down outside the area and takes the direct free kick goal. We've had 2 direct free kick goals tonight. Stoppage time officially at 3 minutes. Now 2. So the ruling there is going to be an own goal against Osvaldo Ley. An unfortunate sequence of events for the hosts. And while Enking will get credit for creating the play, it'll be Osvaldo Ley that will end up on the score sheet in quite a negative way for AV Alta. Can Madison add to their late score? An unbelievable first half. Both shots on target by Madison have been scored. The Alta shooting 50%. Ortiz across, chance for one final rush here for AV Alta. Madison with 5 defenders on the back line. It looks like a 5-3-2. Want to limit any work between the spaces. Here's Sebastian Cruz cutting inside. Can he get onto his left foot? It's deflected back, and it's a race. Luca Dorado, a tug from behind. One-on-one, Luca Dorado. He's taken down. Kellyan Pelivanov was covering him like white on rice. And if I'm correct, it'll be a corner kick. Pelivanov sticking with Luca Dorado the entire way. And he is absolutely furious that there's no penalty call. There might have also been a jersey tug on the run from distance. Matt Glazer has received a yellow card. This one's lofted into the backside and won't make it out past the touchline before the sound of the first half whistle. An unbelievable first 45 minutes of play. AV Alta and Ford Madison knotted at 2. Eduardo Blancas getting the scoring started tonight in the 2nd minute, and that should have, well, really set the narrative, as it would be a back and forth affair the rest of the way. We've seen excellent defending, but even better scoring chances. Things are chippy as both sides are looking to get back in the win column. We've got news, notes, stats, highlights, and more from around the league coming up.
Life is about making connections, and AVTA is your way to connect with the rest of the Antelope Valley. AVTA connects you to your friends, your family, local services and businesses, healthcare, even where you work. At AVTA, we make your connections possible. Get on board today. AVTA empowers mobility, getting people where they need to be safely, timely, and cost-effectively.
My school schedule was packed. I had no time to practice.
I wanted to chase my dreams without sacrificing my education.
Then I found Learn for Life.
Flexibility means I don't have to choose between practice and school.
I get to chase my dreams and learn at my own pace.
I can learn my way.
I can learn my way.
Learn for Life High Schools, completely free. Enroll anytime.
Toyota of Lancaster's Buy Local and Save sales event is on. Come down today to save big on hundreds of vehicles in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, hybrids, and more. We have new vehicles arriving daily in the market for a used vehicle. Toyota of Lancaster has a massive selection of used and Toyota certified used vehicles to choose from. Drive with confidence in the vehicle you deserve. Bad credit, no problem. Toyota of Lancaster will make your vehicle purchase safe, simple, and fun. Shop online at toyotaoflancaster.com. Toyota of Lancaster. Buy local and save.
Back at Lancaster Municipal Stadium, AV Alta FC even at 2 apiece with Ford Madison FC in a barn burner nonetheless. First responders being recognized tonight in Lancaster, California. We always show our appreciation for the work that the first responders do. Next, let's take a look and appreciate the accolades that have been recognized across the Team of the Week board here in Week 26. Ollie Wright named Player of the Week for Portland Hearts of Pine, providing a goal and 2 assists in the club's victory over Charlotte. Ian Fuller named Coach of the Week, had a pair of impressive results against a couple of tough opponents, specifically taking down Spokane Velocity. Luca Dorado and Damian Villader getting recognitions for Forward Madison. On the bench, Carlos Aviles and Steven Ramos being given Team of the Week honorees for AV Alta. Again, that is our Team of the Week for Match Week 26. Congratulations to all the honorees. Let's take a look at Goal of the Week, Save of the Week, and also our Player of the Month nominees across USL League One.
JT Kamara dropping in and perfectly piercing a ball forward. Vinberg! It's Sean Vinberg, his first Portland goal, pushes the home side ahead and makes it 2-1.
Luis heel to in-swing. Head in, punched out by Lewis, still up for grabs, off of the line, out of play. They stand tall, Lewis with the palm, Skeleton with the head.
Flicked on, Ollie Wright at full gates. Him and the keeper, it's Ollie Wright! shoots!
Knocked ahead, Henderlong is through on goal, and he finishes!
Steering down Hada. The crowd grows loud, approaches, strikes to the left side, and this goes!
And Omaha, a little chipper, putting on the pressure. Akoff will have a go. Saved, made by Smith.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
Strikes with the right and opens the scoring. A dream start for the home side.
Wow, what a strike from Westchester, and it's Prince Sadie.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Balm's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
And Rhode Island are into a major semifinal. Gives Hartford the lead. Greenville is on the semifinals. Sacramento is heading to the semifinals.
Are you wondering who belongs at Antelope Valley College? Let me introduce you to some students.
Dreamers.
Career builders.
Transfer students.
Working parents. Veterans.
Student athletes.
First-generation students.
In short, you belong at AVC.
We're here for you, so visit avc.edu and apply today.
It has been a fun one nonetheless here at halftime. AV Alta FC leading Ford Madison FC, or excuse me, it's even at 2 apiece, out in Lancaster, California. Plenty of news and notes from around the league. And let's take a look at what has been buzzing around the USL. Well, the USL nonetheless has been prevalent in international play. 17 players from both USL Championship and USL League One been taking part in the World Cup qualifying matches. But a blast from the past, 30 years ago, the Richmond Kickers defeated the El Paso Patriots to win the US Open Cup. Time flies in the world of football. And the strength of the Wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the Wolf. Chattanooga unbeaten across their last 10 matches. They remain atop the USL League One table. Other scores from around the weekend. Earlier today, Union Omaha thumping Texoma FC at home 5-0. Los Bujos, after being last in the league table at one point this year, are now in a playoff spot by 1 point. The table toppers, Chattanooga Red Wolves, getting it done against the Charlotte Independents. Tormenta would go on to defeat One Knox earlier today by the same score as FC Naples 2-1 against Greenville, and Spokane will take on Westchester tomorrow. That match on the CBS Sports Network. Current look at the USL League One table. Chattanooga Red Wolves atop by 6 points. If you look at Spokane, One Knox and FC Naples, close quarters there, a three-way tie for second. And then there's a little separation in between the 5 and 8 spots, just 4 points separating Charlotte to Union Omaha. But if you look at South Georgia, Tormenta, all the way to Ford Madison, just 4 points separating both of those clubs as well. AV Alta, again, this is the current standings if both sides were to walk away with a draw. So really, aside from Chattanooga, everything is pretty close together. The Experience, presented by El Jimador Spike Bebidas, is a video docuseries that shows the history, passion, and community of USL clubs and their supporter groups. The latest episode showcases Portland Hearts of Pine and their support group, Here You Go, Union, and will be available on youtube.com/USL on September 12th.
They're not here by accident. It's not by chance.
You know, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
The game day environment is unlike anything I've experienced. It's loud, it's authentically Maine.
Even if the supporter doesn't play on the pitch, we fight together.
Don't get many opportunities to be a part of something brand new. We do have a responsibility to set the foundation.
People are coming here because they know soccer and they want to watch.
Insurance companies are not your friend. In fact, their sole job is to make certain you get as little as possible at a time when you need it the most. At the Paris Law Firm, we have a long track record of forcing insurance companies to pay you every penny that you're owed. If you've been hurt in a crash, call us at the Paris Law Firm so we can help you in your time of need.
At Edwards Federal Credit Union, we're proud to be the only financial institution born and raised right here in the Antelope Valley. That means we know what our community needs because we are the community. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for your future, we've got you covered with the products and services tailored to your needs. From everyday banking to life's biggest milestones, we're here for you every step of the way. Edwards Federal Credit Union, everything you need right here at home.
When it comes to health and harmony, connections matter. At Southwest Healthcare, our growing network links Southern California communities with services that meet their needs. Our 5 acute care facilities, affiliated urgent care centers, outpatient surgery facilities, and primary and specialty physician offices are here for you. From the high desert of Palmdale to Temecula's foothills, let us help you achieve health in harmony. Visit southwesthealthcare.com to learn more.
We're just moments away from the final 45 minutes of play out at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. AV Alta 2, Ford Madison also 2, the 6-6-1. Well, they have been loud as ever tonight and will continue to be here in the second half. Let's take a look at how we got to this rambunctious score after just 45 minutes of play. Well, it was a quick start to say the least. In the second minute, Eduardo Blancas off a direct free kick, scoring his 8th goal in league play this year, absolutely stunned Bernd Shipman and surprised us as well. At the half-hour mark, Derek Gebhard with a give-and-go with Isaac Enking, and Christian Ortiz would foul Gebhard at the edge of the 6. And Madison's all-time leading goal scorer would convert his 3rd penalty for the 3rd time on the lower left-hand side. About 10 minutes later, on the corner kick, AV Alta would come back, and it would be Miguel Pajado with the header, his first goal throughout all competitions this year for Alta. And then right as stoppage time was beginning, it would be an own goal by Osvaldo Leyba. We know who did most of the work there. It was Isaac Enking creating the 2nd goal on the season with Madison for him. And that's how we would get here, 2 goals apiece, both sides with 8 shots apiece. Madison not as many as AV Alta possession. The way of the host, we expect that. They average just north of 60% of the ball in each game this year. Both sides, again, even in a lot of stats. Shots, goals, corners as well. Corner kicks so crucial to the success of both sides. AV Alta converted on their second goal via the corner kick. No offside calls tonight, and just one booking against Forward Madison can be kind of a shocker stat, considering AV Alta has the likes of Mabumu Alasan and Miguel Pajaro to not have collected any bookings thus far. But that's how we got here. The halftime show finishing up here at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. It's one of the better USL League One environments in Forward Madison. You could say it's a collision tonight of two clubs with arguably two of the best home fan bases in the league. This is a club that has seen US Open Cup heroics on home turf, as well as lengthy unbeaten streaks in league play. Brian Claben's side will need the energy of the crowd to fuel them past Forward Madison. Emmanuel Alaribe will get things started. AV Alta going right to left, Madison going left to right. Alta in those Joshua green kits with desert sand letters and numbers. Madison in the pink kits with black letters and numbers. Sound of the whistle, and we are underway for the second half of play from Lancaster, California. Josh Lill with you, set to take you through the final 45 minutes of play here on USL After Dark. 4 different goal scorers throughout the first half for AV Alta. Eduardo Blancas and Miguel Pajaro. For Madison, Derek Gebhard. And technically Isaac Anking, but really Osvaldo Ley on the own goal. Talk about the basic stats at halftime: shots, possession, bookings. But looking at the work that Madison has done in the attacking third, it's been above average and has exceeded the work of AV Alta. Have led in touches inside the opponent's box as well as final third entries. Madison, a club that has had to deal with the injury bug plenty of times in 2025. Rich Osmond and Eddie Monjoma done for the year. Devin Boyce was injured at one point, same with Jackson Dietrich. Wallace Lapsley and Bern Shipman were splitting time early on in League One play, and they found a little more consistency, and consistency leads to execution, which is exactly what Matt Glazer's side needs. They've been better thus far tonight, but can they continue to punish? That's where they've done such a good job this year. When one man goes down, they go out and are able to get players on loan. Most recently, Dean Bolt's coming over from Chicago Fire 2. Unavailable tonight for Madison. But plenty other players as well. Luca Dorado from Birmingham. Temi Arico also coming over from Birmingham. Isaac Anking on a season-long loan from Rhode Island. As here's Gebhard, Derek Gebhard, his cross deflected by Pelivanov. No surprise there that the Bulgarian defender was at the forefront of that attacking chance. Nice give and go. Garcia inside and lofts that one above the seating. We were just talking about Anking, the ability he brings on both sides of the ball, creating that chance initially and then keeping it alive here. It's not easy for a club like Forward Madison to bring in 6 players on loan in the middle of the season, still finding ways to develop cohesion, climb the table, and somehow replicate what they did a year ago, finishing second in the league table, as Amesh taking a bump from behind. And a shove out past the byline by Jason Ramos. But tonight for Madison, there's been a lot of things that have not gone their way this year, and tonight we're starting to see things slowly come to fruition. Can they outscore AV Alta on this Toyota Lancaster corner kick? The hosts will look to respond. It's Blancas. That ball low and knocked away. Go out for yet another corner kick. Pardon me. That was Sebastian Cruz in the corner, standing near Eduardo Blancas. Another Toyota Lancaster corner kick here to the back post. Ramos with timely retrieval results in the run here of Christian Ortiz, speeding by the defense. Look at Ortiz go. Eventually dispossessed. And Gebhard, one-on-one with Ramos, the veteran on the rook. Back to Anking. Madison just waiting for reinforcements. Garcia with Amish lurking. Cycled around. A little bit of an elbow formation on the left side for Madison. To move a little more vertically on that left-hand side. Take a little more space to create those crossing opportunities. Gebhard shoved from behind by Miguel Pajaro. There's that second goal for AV Alta tonight. Covered by Murphy Jr. Macias. Able to work to the right side. And a reset here from Madison. Macias, nice ball to Garcia, bouncing cross, misses Gebhard. And Anking whiffs. Players falling left and right. It's Anking down. And a foul against AV Alta. No other than Mabumu Alasan there. Following through a little late on that challenge. Alasan not one to shy away from picking up a foul. Not a team high tonight. Adam Almesh with 5 total fouls this evening. Madison working short. It's Kroll in. Shot from distance by Mel. He might have hit the ball boy. Hope he's okay. But it took a deflection, and it's out for a Madison corner kick. Christopher Garcia will be the man to take. Without swing, it's Garcia headed to the back post, and Aviles wasn't in the area. Osvaldo Ley and Christian Ortiz there, having to protect the left side of Carlos Aviles. A late touch resulting in yet another corner kick. Walmer Martinez and Jimmy Villalobos will come on soon here for AV Alta. Not before this corner kick. It's headed in. And a high bouncing ball eventually contained. Bicycle kick attempt. Whoa, that would have been something crazy. Isaac Anking pulling out all the tricks tonight. That easily would have been goal of the week if he converts. Messias sets him up perfectly. Anking a little late to the ball. And slowly sitting up, hoping that ball went behind Aviles. To his dismay, it did not. Madison so far in the second half, they've controlled 65% of the ball in unordinary sight. As this is headed in! Isaac Anking imposing his will on AV Alta. He's given Madison the lead on the road. Well, Isaac Anking must have not liked the fact that it was an own goal on his shot attempt at the end of the first half. He thought, well, I might as well just go do it myself. And with the help of Aiden Macias, Anking has now scored his first League One goal of the year officially. A timely hit from the Providence, Rhode Island native. And this is a tremendous amount of fight we've seen from this Madison team tonight. Maybe the most we've seen them have in any match this year, as that goal is brought to you by Snow Orthodontics. It all started with back-to-back corner kick opportunities, as Jimmy Villalobos, the former Madison man, in for AV Alta, along with Walmer Martinez. Those substitutions brought to you by Waste Management. Jimmy Villalobos, a former Madison man, all League One second team in 2024. And such a key part of Madison's run into the league semifinals last November. Villalobos only spent 1 year with Madison, scoring 1 goal and 2 assists across all competitions. Played all 210 minutes in 2 playoff matches for Matt Glazer. Was a key piece with the likes of John Murphy Jr. in the midfield. As it's turned over, Aiden Macias, through ball attempt for Gebhardt. It's collected back by Christopher Garcia. Bouncing ball easily contained there by Carlos Aviles. Madison scored 3 goals back on August 28th against Texoma. Can they make it 4 and secure a huge 3 points on the road? Heading into the match, 5 points. As this one's in, a takedown right at the spot, and pointing to the spot is Trevor Wiseman. Just as Madison took the lead, it's AV Alta coming right back. And we'll have a chance on the penalty kick. Isaac Anking has been responsible for two of Madison's goals. and takes down Eduardo Blancas from behind. And Derek Gebhardt, John Murphy Jr., refusing to back away from Trevor Wiseman, has to clear them out of the area. Eduardo Blancas got this hectic scoring match started in the 2nd minute. Blancas with one this evening. Here's Blancas. Eduardo Blancas converts! The Napa native with a brace in the books. And it is a barn burner in Lancaster, California. Three's company too, and Isaac Enking responsible for the penalty, and Eduardo Blancas with his 2nd goal tonight, converting with ease from the penalty spot. Right at the hour mark, things have just gotten a whole lot more interesting, and the press is on from AV Alta after that Snow Orthodontics goal. They've won it back, and here is Cruz. Sebastian Cruz cutting inside. Martinez dispossessed, and Cruz wins it back. Alex Cerritos in for Emmanuel Alaribe on that waste management substitution. Jimmy Villalobos optioning it off to Ortiz. Cruz inside to Alex Cerritos. Another proven scorer. 3 netted on the year. Here's Gebhardt on the fast break, using his height and speed, but nice individual defending from Emmanuel Alaribe, preventing any entry into the box. How does Madison respond? Both sides have traded penalty kicks this evening. Excuse me there, Alassane with the defense there on the break. Villalobos. This crowd continuing to get louder and louder. 6 scores tonight, and it only seems we're destined for more. Here's Walmer Martinez on his left foot. That shot blocked. Excellent defense from Madison, and Isaac Enking wins it back. Might have taken a knock, but it gives the visitors a chance on the break. Clean dispossession from behind for the moment, but Mubumu Alassane called for the foul, and a booking has been shown to Walmer Martinez, his 3rd on the year. That yellow card brought to you by the Paris Law Firm. Well, funny enough, the last time both these teams each scored 3 goals, it came against Texoma. Something about the Birds just, I guess, brings out the scoring mentality for Madison and Alta. For Madison, we mentioned it was a 3-0 victory. For AV Alta, well, it was a 3-3 draw. Pieter goes down, that one whipped over the crossbar. And Garcia knows he had an excellent chance to take the lead back for his side. Damian Villader, very much with an attacking presence tonight. He's been able to creatively work that ball into the box on various accounts. Devin Boyce, Nico Brown, and Garrett McLaughlin will all come on for Madison. Up ahead to Cerritos. Excellent body positioning there by Jason Ramos. And it does stay in. Gebhard, nice heads up play. Can't quite make AV Alta play, as I think some of the Madison players even thought it went out past that near touch line. Villader, the former Omaha man, to John Murphy Jr. A nice shot attempted, a magnificent stop by Carlos Aviles. An acrobatic attempt. My goodness, it's Isaac Enking again. Nearly converted a bicycle kick earlier in the half. And oh so close to whipping one in there. Pajado passing with AV Alta looking to play out of their own end. Could be dangerous against a team like Madison. It is so good defending in the channels. As Villalobos takes a hit up high. And John Murphy Jr. coming over to his former teammate, immediately shown a booking. As that yellow card is brought to you by the Paris law firm. Murphy Jr. with a face full of remorse, and elbow high on the head of Villalobos. Those two spending a lot of time together last year, as Isaac Enking will exit for Devin Boyce. Garrett McLaughlin in for Luca Dorado.
Madison, coming off the bench, number 80, Isaac Enking.
Nico Brown, sub on for Christopher Garcia. Boyce, who's been hurt throughout the year, will come in after scoring 6 goals and 4 assists last year, a first teamer in League One for 2024. Garrett McLaughlin, well, one of the more decorated scorers in the history of USL One, but a credit to that man, Isaac Enking, for his efforts tonight. Very well could be credited with 2 goals, created the own goal chance, and is the reason Madison have 3. But McLaughlin, second all time in USL One regular season play. 47 goal contributions, also tied 3rd for 33 goals. Also top 7 in assists. McLaughlin, well, it's fair to say he's been around the block. OKC native, won the league title with North Carolina a few years ago. As Blancas, a chance for the hat trick. Eduardo Blancas has put Madison on notice, and Matt Glazer, while this 3-3 match, it may look good on paper for coming back and fighting with AV Alta, he would just love 3 points. Draws are something that have just occurred too much for this Madison team. Looking to flip the script. Nice touch by Boyce to keep it in. Flicks it off to Nico Brown. Gebhard. Madison at one point went 3.5 months without a victory in league play, and have looked like a quite different club tonight as Brown's efforts to keep it in are valiant but not successful. Madison sitting a little lower than AV Alta, as we're now at the 70th minute of play. Josh Lill with you this evening. It's been a fun one. Sebastian Cruz nearing the byline, slowly working his way out to give AV Alta some space. Numbers forward is Kalyan Pelivanov and Miguel Pajaro, responsible for the lone back end of the pitch. Giving way for Christian Ortiz, Eduardo Blancas, and Steven Ramos to take their space. That ball headed up in a foul against AV Alta. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Folks who have a seat tonight to this match, it's been a treat. As we get September started in USL League One. AV Alta 1 second in the league table on July 5th, have plummeted. But a win tonight would put them in 5th. Madison coming in just 5 points away from the 8th spot. Win would get them right at the edge. Much needed victories, as both clubs could agree on one thing. A draw would not appease either coach. Mel floats to Boyce. Crossing chance if he can contain it. That one is long past the byline. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XMFC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more. All on Sirius XMFC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. Madison threatening. Ball to the back post, and it's collected through traffic by Carlos Aviles. Villalobos with pace. Alta having to retreat. Blancas able to go from box to box, allowing Steven Ramos to make those underlapping runs. They would love to unleash him for a crossing chance. It's Alex Cerritos dancing. Villalobos. Ortiz ball in, looking for Ramos. Deflected off of Mal and out for a corner kick. Brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. Timmy Mal without his running mate Mitch Osmond for the rest of the season. Has been a pivotal leader down the stretch, guiding the back line. Jason Ramos coming in halfway through the year. Damian Viader, new to the squad. He's been a staple. Ortiz, the crowd wanting him to launch that from distance. It's understandable. There's 6 total goals tonight. Inside, nice touch. Ortiz along and contained on the ground by Burton Shipman. Looking to catch the Alta defense off guard. It's Garrett McLaughlin. Putting the brakes on to Nico Brown. McLaughlin inside to Boyce. Turns it over to Ramos. Boyce with a deflection. Nice job of the midfielder to get right back to the ball after his mistake. That should show you all you need to know about the one and only Devin Boyce. Pelivanov off the goal kick. Risky business for AV Alta to play out of the back. Their side that you won't see launch the ball through the air very much. Results in Madison with it again. Brian Claben, furious, does not love that giveaway in his own end. Knowing that Madison is a team that can make you punish for silly mistakes. The quick passing of AV Alta is going to be a difference maker if they can connect. It's given away back in their own end yet again. Trevor Wiseman holding things up for a moment. We'll resume play. Brown, Mel inside to Murphy Jr., shoved down from behind by Walmer Martinez. Santa Cruz native in quite disagreement. Brian Claben frustrated, and the echoes of the fans showing their disapproval. Murphy shoved down from a defenseless position. Foul by Martinez. As Madison looking good here on the free kick. Murphy Jr. getting checked on. And stand up to boos of the crowd. Brian Claben looking to get his squad organized, needing them to protect that outer edge and watch any run-ins here. Damian Viader standing over this ball, within swing to the backside, the header knocked down. Chance from the edge, it's blocked away, and Miguel Pajaro is on the ground. Brian Claben a little worrisome as his captain takes a knock right to the back of his head. Let's look here at where Pajaro is. Can't quite tell in close quarters if he collided with his own teammate or Timmy Mel of Madison, but he's back on his 2 feet, which is good to see. The training staff immediately on the pitches. The league as a whole does not take head injuries lightly whatsoever. Nazim Bartman, speaking of injuries, had a season-ending injury in 2024 and will come on late here for Madison. Miguel Pajaro getting a quick breather. Pajaro scoring the second goal for AV Alta tonight via a header off the corner kick, and displeased with the foul call by Trevor Wiseman, looking for a booking. Macias out and Nazim Bartman in. 2 goals and 1 assist across all comps for the Cape Town native. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Match tied at 3-3 apiece. Nice touch by Devin Boyce. It's back with Sebastian Cruz. As Villalobos cutting through, but works ahead to Walmer. Walmer Martinez looking for Alex Cerritos. He'll go back the way of forward Madison. Visitors have won 60% of the duels tonight. It's expected. Matt Glazer, a coach that preaches if you want to give your all offensively, you have to do the same defensively. Prides himself on coaching two-way football. As that ball headed right near our cameras. Fans with a souvenir. And looking for a victory here late. Here goes Cruz, worked through a couple of defenders. That cross blocked, retains it. That one behind Alex Cerritos. And Wilmer Martinez has shown much frustration with the rulings of Trevor Wiseman, had a foul call against him. Alta have been putting on the pressure. 11 shots this match. Average about 10.5 per game this year. It seems that the 6-6-1 is getting even louder here in the final 11 minutes or so. Pre-stoppage time. It's touched by Blancas, and it's collected by Murphy Jr. Opting to work with Nico Brown. That one headed by Pajaro. Devin Boyce whips one wide to the right of Carlos Aviles. Here's some Robledo. We'll check in momentarily for AV Alta. A high press here from Madison. Klaben begging for a foul call, drawn by Steven Ramos, will get it. And Trevor Wiseman calling for Harrison Robledo on. He will check in for the 19-year-old Steven Ramos. Robledo, a couple of assists on the year, no goals. This substitution brought to you by Waste Management. Positive result in some sort for AV Alta last time out against Chattanooga, drawing on the road, scoreless draw. And just looking to add to that momentum is Aviles with a dangerous pass with the defense lurking. Brian Klaben giving a little bit of a sense of urgency to Christian Ortiz, as neither coach wants to walk away with a draw tonight. Both clubs had leads at one point. It was AV Alta first, and then it was back and forth. And 2-2, Madison taking the lead early in the second half, going up 3-2. But a penalty would be converted by Eduardo Blancas to even things up at the hour mark. Club pick up damage late. It's Christian Ortiz looking to work with his right foot. It's crossed in, headed back by Jason Ramos. Nice touch by Gebhardt and a volley. Can it stay alive for Madison? It does not. McLaughlin leading the line, and it's fed to Pajaro. Pressured, forcing to work to the left. Madison know that's where AV Alta have their strength, but they have to limit the crossing opportunities on the left side. And a self-error there on Eduardo Blancas, frustrated. It's out before a goal kick. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Boyce with it through a couple of defenders. Madison have gained 5 points from losing position this year. Trailed 1-0 and 2-1 tonight. Would love to jump in front here, and for AV Alta, a nice change of pace. Had the most 0-0 draws in the league this year with 4, and quite the opposite tonight. Dribbling along the byline by Robledo. It's given back, a shot here. Can't test Shipman. Sebastian Cruz with a chance on the far side of the box. Lofting that one, it was close, but not enough to force Burn Shipman out of position other than to take the goal kick. Madison moving with pace. Been clinical here in the second half. Eventually lost possession, but have tested AV Alta more than most opponents. McLaughlin leading the line was urging Nico Brown to search him out, but it had been offside. Nice touch by Brown, sneaks through a couple of defenders. Aggressive but perfect challenge from Harrison Robledo. Retrieved at the last moment by Christian Ortiz. Aviles gives it to Kroll. Heavy touch at first, but collects. Villader inside, and Villalobos from behind to pry it free. Kroll retains. Gebhard. Far side to Brown. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does. Tiptoeing. The crowd on their seats. So are we. Hearts are beating fast. And heads refusing to turn away. It's 3-3. Just under 3 minutes to go until stoppage time is announced. Neither side willing to give in for the draw. The attacking mindset still on. AV Alta have had a lot of success crossing the ball from the left side of the formation on the attacking build tonight. Building on the ground has made it tough. Again, a team that doesn't love to play by the long ball, that's what they like to do. Madison defend it well, as that curling ball works to Shipman. For forward Madison, they love to get everybody involved. You might see all 11 players touch it at one point on the build. Just looking to stretch out this AV Alta defense. Through on the near side. And Brown again. A big takedown by Devin Boyce. We'll see what the call is here. It is a yellow against the St. Louis native. And a no-brainer for Trevor Wiseman. The crowd pleading for a red. Little frustration shown from Devin Boyce on that Paris law firm yellow card. Christian Ortiz left vulnerable. Had no idea Boyce was even coming. And we play on. Under 2 minutes to go until stoppage time. Cerritos with Kroll defending, nearly loses his balance. AV Alta not afraid to strike from distance. But they're versatile. We've seen them hit from outside the area, at the edge of the 6 and from the spot. a complete attacking performance nonetheless. They'll need one more heroic moment here. And what a story it would be if it was Jimmy Villalobos. Wilmer Martinez out to Cruz. His feed denied, and back out to Jimmy Villalobos. Cruz give and go. Big touch there from Jason Ramos, preventing a touch in the attacking box for Eduardo Blancas. Mobumu Alassane wins it back. Ortiz looking to get to his right, he does. Cerritos hounded from behind and will draw a foul call right at the edge of the penalty arc. And Matt Glazer immediately heads to his seat. Knows how dangerous of an opportunity this is. Ferdy Souza in for Derek Gebhard. A little more of a defensive strategy from Matt Glazer. He'll wear the captain's armband. Gebhard, who converted a penalty goal opportunity tonight, and the club's leading goal scorer, will exit with his team even at 3 apiece. 5 minutes of stoppage time have been announced. Plenty of time for either club to have a good chance. This might be the best chance remaining here for AV Alta. Looking at anywhere from 25 to 30 yards out from Burns Shipman. Martinez and Blancas to take. Eduardo Blancas going for goal and strikes the woodwork. Unbelievable. Wilmer Martinez on a deflection, and it's in the 6-6-1. How could you not be entertained tonight? Eduardo Blancas searching for the hat trick, striking the crossbar. And that'll be a chance we look back on later tonight. Eduardo Blancas doing just about everything you can to muster that one home. Quickly won back by Blancas. Robledo under duress. Soft touch there by Villalobos. Alassane at the center circle. Christian Ortiz. Here is Eduardo Blancas, has a brace tonight. Back to Alassane. Villalobos, give and go. Here's Villalobos, nearly taken down. Nice disrupting challenge from behind by Madison. We play on. Ferdy Souza wins it. And Miguel Pajaro able to beat Garrett McLaughlin to the ball. A slow roller to Carlos Aviles. And Alassane almost missing the ball, but able to be there. 2.5 minutes to the approximate conclusion of the match, and it's one back. But Viader called for the foul. Alta working quickly. Cerritos, Villalobos, Cruz, his cross in, headed up by Martinez. Outer edge to Jimmy Villalobos. AV Alta threatening. Looking for late match heroics. Still kept in to the efforts of Kalyan Pelivanov. Bouncing ball controlled nicely by Miguel Pajaro. Eduardo Blancas. His cross knocked away. Brown pushed down from behind, and it will go the way of the visitors. Eduardo Blancas striking the woodwork just moments ago. Could have given AV Alta the lead and Blancas the hat trick. Collision in the area. Nazim Bartman goes down. Ortiz with it. By the way of foul, by the way of a Madison foul, AV Alta will retain. McLaughlin and Bartman going down. Won't give Bartman for the foul as it did not give Kalyan Pelivanov a chance to land cleanly. Cerritos tugged to the ground. Quite shocked there's no foul call, but AV Alta win it back. A little over 30 seconds till the end of stoppage time. Villalobos from distance, it's off the woodwork! Oh my goodness! And McLaughlin with room to run. McLaughlin for the game, it's crossed and deflected, Pelivanov there! It'll be a foul. Going back the way of AV Alta. And Jimmy Villalobos nearly netting the game winner against his former team. But that is the final whistle. An absolute stunner at the end. AV Alta very well could have won 4-3. And you could say the same for forward Madison, but nonetheless, Brian Klaben, Matt Glazer, the players for both sides collapsing in absolute exhaustion. A barn burner to say the least. AV Alta and forward Madison finish at 3 apiece. Eduardo Blancas with a brace tonight and a near hat trick. It'll give his side the result. Madison, we've seen plenty of draws this year. That is now number 12 in all comps for Matt Glazer's side this year. We've got full-time highlights and stats coming up next.
Life is about making connections, and AVTA is your way to connect with the rest of the Antelope Valley. AVTA connects you to your friends, your family, local services and businesses, healthcare, even where you work. At AVTA, we make your connections possible. Get on board today. AVTA empowers mobility, getting people where they need to be safely, timely, and cost-effectively.
Toyota of Lancaster's Buy Local and Save sales event is on. Come down today to save big on hundreds of vehicles in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, hybrids, and more. We have new vehicles arriving daily in the market for a used vehicle. Toyota of Lancaster has a massive selection of used and Toyota certified used vehicles to choose from. Drive with confidence in the vehicle you deserve. Bad credit, no problem. Toyota of Lancaster will make your vehicle purchase safe, simple, and fun. Shop online at toyotaoflancaster.com. Toyota of Lancaster. Buy local and save.
Are you wondering who belongs at Antelope Valley College? Let me introduce you to some students.
Dreamers.
Career builders.
Transfer students.
Working parents. Veterans.
Student athletes.
First-generation students.
In short, you belong at AVC.
We're here for you, so visit avc.edu and apply today.
Well, let's all take a step back, sit down, and calm ourselves. Yes, it says AV Alta and forward Madison drew it 3 apiece, but, well, we'll take a look at the full-time highlights because it very well could have been a much different result. Both sides getting talks from their head coaches as the results were not what either coach hoped for. But in the second minute, it was Eduardo Blancas stunning Burn Shipman to open the scoring. That would make it 1-0 AV Alta at home. But an immediate answer in the first half. Derek Gebhard, a give and go with Isaac Anking to draw the penalty. And Gebhard, the club's all-time leading goal scorer, converting his third penalty for the third time to the lower left side this year. That would make it 1-1. But just 7 minutes later, on the corner kick, the captain, Miguel Pajaro, would net here on the header to give AV Alta the lead. That would also be the second goal contribution for Blancas up to this point. Then an own goal by Osvaldo Le, but we have to give credit to Isaac Anking for not only drawing the foul to set up this direct free kick chance, but putting the ball on frame nonetheless, and to deflect it off of Osvaldo Le. We'll give him an asterisk and sort of credit him for that one. Madison immediately out of the gates, 10 minutes from the break. Isaac Anking again. A beautiful header. You're lucky enough in a match to get one nice header from Miguel Pajaro, but Isaac Anking matching it with an even better finish to make it 3-2 forward Madison. Just minutes later, a chance from the penalty spot again. AV Alta can match what Derek Gebhard did earlier, and Eduardo Blancas would complete the brace and pick up goal contribution number 3 on the evening. But the rest of the way, well, things just got interesting. Eduardo Blancas from a stoppage time set piece ricochets that one off the woodwork, and that would keep things at 3 apiece. Oh, but don't worry, we've got more for you. Just 4 minutes later, Jimmy Villalobos, the former Madison man, striking the woodwork as well. Burton Shipman would have had zero chance to stop any of those shots if they made it past him. AV Alta could have easily walked away with a 4-3 victory. Garrett McLaughlin on the fast break, unable to test Carlos Aviles, and a nice late touch from Kalyan Pelivanov to prevent Madison from one final scoring chance. Wow. Okay, now let's look at the reasoning behind how we got here. Finished 3 apiece, shots 15 apiece. Corners nearly even as well. AV Alta outnumbering Madison in that target of the area of the match. Possession, no shocker here. AV Alta just north of 60%. That's what they average and what they do best. AV Alta converting 60% on their shots tonight. No offside calls and 4 total bookings this evening. Your final from Lancaster, California. AV Alta FC 3, Madison 3. An excellent match that provided exhilarating action, to say the least. I'm Josh Lill, and thank you to our entire crew for making this match possible. Have a great rest of your night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.